What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Tyson Fury had this to say, and here it is. I'm going to fight on until I'm 40 years old. I've been thinking, and there isn't much to do anyway. It will keep me busy. You know, the first time I read this, the first thought that popped in my mind was, shit, say goodbye to that 3-fight plan, huh? Right? The Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Dillian White thing, that plan, it's out of here. And I'm glad it is, because for one, Tyson Fury has to be doing small things, okay? He has to be making small goals day by day. And if he fights these 3 guys, what the hell is he going to do now? Okay? We've seen this before. We've seen Tyson Fury, when he obtains that ultimate goal, he crashes and burns. But he crashes and burns simply because there's nothing left for him to do. Okay? He beat Klitschko. He was like a 30-1 underdog or something like that, some crazy number. And he goes to his backyard, beats Vladimir Klitschko, and then he's sitting on the throne. He's on the top of this mountain, so he's climbing, and then he gets there. Finally gets there. When people said he couldn't do it, and he gets there, and he's like, okay, what the hell am I going to do now? I think that's what it is, and he had to figure out that an idle mind, they say an idle mind is the devil's workshop. I believe that, because when your mind is too idle, you'll end up not focusing on the things you should be focusing on, and you'll be led astray, kind of, to be wandering in different areas where you shouldn't be. And I think that's what Tyson Fury is trying to avoid, because the small goals that he needs are tasks. And I think the task in this situation, I think his decision to go on to move forward for the next 10 years is because he knows he's a fighting man, right? He's a gypsy. And he knows what he has to do. His medicine is training and working out, but guess what? Maybe the training and working out will probably get stagnant if he has nothing to train and work out to or for, right? So it is a good thing. So, now it opens up a broad spectrum of the opponents that he could face besides just a limited 3 fighters, right? You got Andy Ruiz. You got Luis Ortiz, if he's still around. You got Helenius. You got Dillian White, sure. You have so many different fighters now that you can look at. Get him in there with Charles Martin. Beat and fight everyone to see where your full potential's at. Okay, and I think that's a good idea because, fighting these 3, that's kind of like Mayweather saying, hey, I fought all these guys, I beat all these guys, I'm Money Mayweather, I'm TBE and all this, but then you leave, but then you don't fight everyone. You fight certain fighters. You know what I mean? And that maybe that fighter that you overlooked or avoided or ignored will probably be the fighter that gives you the fight of your life. This 10-year plan for Tyson Fury shows exactly that. It shows, okay, that person that you have to be, that will get up for you. That person that you might have overlooked. That guy that that you're taking for granted. You're looking past, things of that nature. That will be the guy that upsets you. So we can see what Tyson Fury can do with different styles of fighters. And it looks good to me. However, me counterpunching that, this is Tyson Fury, okay? No disrespect to Tyson Fury, but he changes his mind like normal people change their underwear, right? He's always changing his mind. Look at the posts. I'm going to fight on until I'm 40 years old. I've been thinking. Tyson Fury does a lot of thinking. So, hell, he might fight 3 fights and then say, you know what? This is boring. I'm going to go home, spend time with my family. Me and Paris going to make another baby. Something like that. You never know. Okay, so that could be a situation with Tyson Fury because he's forever changing his mind about certain things. So, but again, it sounds good if he's going to do it because that leaves all the options open. That gives us time to see and to admire and appreciate this new crunk style that he's learned how to to assess to his game plan, to his arsenal. That retraining was brilliant. I'm glad he went to the Kronk's gym. Shouts out, God Bless the Dead, with Emmanuel Stewart's predecessor, his nephew, Javon Hill. So it looks good. So I think that he's a fighting man, and a fighting man needs to do what? Fight. So I'm glad to hear him say 10 years because, you know, really, what are we going to do in 5 years or 2 or 3 after in 2 years if he decides to fight only 2 more fights or 3 more fights and then he's out? You know what I mean? What are we going to see? Him 400, 500 pounds again? I don't want to see that version of Tyson Fury ever again. And I don't think he does either. So that's my counterpunch on it. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to read this. I hope he follows through. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.